Every year, Niantic leaves clues in plain sight, and in this video, I'm predicting every Calm Day Pokemon for 2026, including 4 absolute locks. If I get 6 right, I'm calling it a win. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Bladion here with another Pokemon Go video. It's January 2026, and we've got another year of Pokemon Go goodness ahead of us. We already had January Calm Day with Grookey, which honestly would have been my pick, so we're locking that in and moving on. That leaves 10 predictions, since December is always the yearly rewind. Before we jump into February, quick personal goal for this year. I'm aiming for 20,000 push-ups by December. I'm currently a little over 2,000. If you've got a goal too, drop it in the comments and let's hold each other accountable. One more quick thing before we get into the predictions. I'm going to be tracking these picks all year. Some of these are locks. Some are educated guesses, and some are wild cards. I'll be keeping score as we go, and we'll see how this looks by the end of 2026. All right, let's get into the predictions. For a few of my lock picks, I'll mention the expected Calm Day move when it follows a long-standing pattern, but the Pokemon itself is what I'm counting as the prediction. For February, I originally predicted Swirlix and Spritzee, a Kalos double feature to line up with the Kalos Tour. That idea came from last year when Unova Tour lined up with Shelmet and Karablas. We ended up getting Cantonian and Alolan Vulpix instead, but it was announced as a double spawn event, so I'm calling that a half win. March feels like an absolute lock. Scorbunny with Cinderace getting Blast Burn. Yes, Cinderace can't learn it in the main series, but Rillaboom couldn't learn Frenzy Plant either, and that just happened. April usually alternates between grass and ice, and last year was ice, so I'm going grass. April 2025 featured Unova's Vanillite, and with Kalos Tour happening in 2026, I think Kalos gets the spotlight with Skiddo. Bunnelby is another Kalos option that wouldn't surprise me, but Skiddo feels like the kind of quiet April spotlight Niantic uses. If it's Phantom or Pumpkaboo, I'll be thrilled, but Skiddo still feels most likely. May has no clear pattern, but Galar is underrepresented. Fire types show up often, and I anticipate this to be our first non-starter 3-stage evolution of the year. So I'm picking Roly-Poly. June is a lock. Frigivax. Since 2021, June Calm Day has always been Dragon type, and each one was featured at the previous year's GoFest. GoFest 2025 was Frigivax. Case closed. July is also a lock. Sobble, with Inteleon almost certainly getting Hydro Cannon. And that completes Calm Days for every starter from all 9 currently released generations. August is Tinkatink. No shiny yet, and last year's August Pokemon was Rookidee. The Corviknight Tinkaton rivalry seems intentional. Even if August ends up being another player vote like we've seen in the past, Tinkatink feels like the strongest option. September is a wild card. There's no consistency in generation or typing, so my pick is Pawniard. Lowering the evolution requirements for King Gambit and debuting Kowtow Cleave would make this Calm Day huge. October usually screams Ghost type, but historically, October Calm Days have always been 3-stage evolutions. So instead of forcing Ghost, I'm predicting Blipbug, a 3-stage Galar Pokemon, and a brand new Calm Day debut. Every 3 years, November becomes a combo Calm Day. Electabuzz and Magmar, then Johto and Paldea Wooper. 2026 lines up perfectly, so I'm predicting Meowth, Cantonian, Alolan, and Galarian. And finally, I'll be shocked if December is not a 2-day rewind event with all of this year's Calm Day Pokemon returning. My locks are Scorbunny, Frigibax, Sobble, and yes, Tinkatink. If I hit 2 more, that's a win. 3 or more, I'm popping off. Which of these do you agree with? And which do you think I completely whiffed on? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, hit the bell so you don't miss my next video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.